84 to 82. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm Holly Holdren.
You know what you want to do in retirement, but do you know how to get there? Join Gary and Don Crawford of Pinnacle Retirement Advisors for Retirement with Pinnacle, Saturday mornings at 9 to get answers to your retirement planning questions. Plan today so you can do the things you've always dreamt about doing in retirement. Don't miss Retirement with Pinnacle with Gary and Don Crawford, Saturday mornings at 9. Firm offers insurance services. Investment advisory services offered only by duly registered individuals through AE Wealth Management, LLC.
It's bow time. Ever taste something so good you just get hooked? Like the Bojangler, the only fish sandwich splashed with Bo's famous seasoning. So we're having a fish fry, Bojangle style, spicing up premium fish fillets with the good stuff and slathering them with melty cheese and tangy tartar sauce to hook your taste buds with just one bite. Reel in a Bojangler today, only at Bojangles.
Catch the Bojangler at 4828 Southwest College Road here in Ocala.
Blockers Furniture is having a truckload sale. Right now, you can save 20% on sofas and love seats when you mention radio. Blockers' 80,000 square foot showroom is home to the largest in-stock selection of living rooms, bedrooms, dining rooms, unique furniture accents, outdoor furniture, and more. That means you can take your furniture home that same day or have it delivered. Check out the Blockers Sleep Gallery, too. They carry a huge selection of mattresses, including all the name brands you love. Blockers Furniture Truckload Sale. 2402 Southwest College Road, Ocala, next to Hobby Lobby. Certain restrictions apply. See store for details.
This hour of Ocala Talks is brought to you in part by Blockers Furniture. Go see all their specials at blockersfurniture.com.
This is Ocala Talks with Tom Schmidt, bringing stories that are important to our community in and around Ocala. Plus, of course, a splash of sports as well. Now, here's your host, Tom.
Welcome back to Ocala Talks. It's really coming down out there, folks. Take extra precaution. Take a few extra minutes to get into where you're going. And if you don't have to be out in this mess, don't be. I say that as I just text County Commissioner Kathy Bryant and told her she needs to get here. She's like, I could call in. No, I need you in studio. But everybody else, find a safe haven and get to it. Kathy Bryant, you keep driving. You power through. It's really coming here at the airport. It's really coming down there, and the runways and the tarmacs are holding water, so it's raining pretty hard all around. So, and this rain's going to pass through and bring a cold front with it. So, just take a few extra precautions when you're out and about to make sure that you're running. Make sure that you're take a few extra minutes so you don't run late and you don't get stressed out or anything as you come out and about for your daily activities. I'm looking at the radar right now, and the radar has this. It's going to pass through. We got a severe thunderstorm warning until 10:15. So if we're under a severe thunderstorm warning for another 7 minutes, maybe this is going to pass through pretty quick. Yeah, it looks like that within the next few minutes, the front will be pushed through. And as I say that, it's starting to lighten up already here at the airport. So it looks like this thunderstorm, we're in some thick red stuff right now, some thick red thunderstorm stuff. But at the rate it's moving at about 50 miles an hour, it looks like that it'll, for our area anyway, it should be over within the next 15, 20, 25 minutes in all of Ocala, it looks like. According, if you believe Tom Sorrells and the radar at Channel 6. So then it'll bring cooler weather. It's supposed to bring 70s instead of 90s. I'm okay with that. So just do your due diligence, take a little extra time, and be mindful of all those around you on the roadways. There was a report that there was an accident at 80th and 200. If you're in that area, be mindful that there was a report of an accident in that area about an hour ago. So I don't know what the status is since then, but just be mindful of that traffic area. for a accident that was in that area. We're going to talk with Kathy Bryant when she gets here. We're going to talk to her. Get an update on what's going on with the county. What happened at the county commission meeting. I know that they tabled the townhomes that were planned near Palm Cay. We'll talk to her about that. That's out on State Road 200. They've been delayed for 6 weeks on Tuesday by the Marion County Commission. They heard from residents of Palm Cay. They also heard from the developer. And there's some issues between Palm Cay and the developers that the county commission wants them to work through before they come back to them 6 weeks from now. And they look at this issue again. We'll ask Kathy about that. I want to remind you that Christian Science lecturer Steve Salt will be my guest tomorrow morning at 10:35 a.m. What if we could find the good in life for which our hearts yearn is invulnerable to surrounding events, that it's never on the line for any reason, actually? Christian Science explains the incredible good endowed on us by God, a good all of us deserve and can even expect all the time. So make sure you tune in this Friday, tomorrow, April 8th at 10:35, when Steve Salt will give us a reason for hope. We're going to take a break, come back. Hopefully the commissioner will be in the building when we come back from break. You are listening to Ocala Talks, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM. This is WOCA, the source.
Hello, I'm Mark Sears with Regency Printing. With over 10 years in the printing business, I know you'll find Regency Printing the place for all your local printing needs. Plus, I have fax services, mailbox rentals, notary service, U.S. mail, pack and ship, all at one convenient location, 2375 Northeast 25th Avenue. Just look for the yellow signs. Regency Printing, 789-6683. That's 789-6683. Regency Printing.
Golden Spoon Diner and Seafood Restaurant, a true New York-style diner in Ocala. Try our breakfast special of 2 eggs served with home fries or hash browns and toast for just $4.49. We have an all-you-can-eat catfish special daily for $14.99, and Thursday through Sunday we have prime rib. Happy hour for food starts at 2 p.m. The Golden Spoon Diner and Seafood Restaurant is located at 5400 Southwest College Road in the Heathbrook Commons Plaza. Open daily from 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. We will see you soon.
Veterans Helping Veterans USA. Call 352-433-2320. We help veterans and their families with limited financial assistance, counseling, employment referrals, and a food and clothing bank. You can help in making a huge difference in the veterans' lives we serve by donating food, clothing, household items, or direct financial assistance. All donations are tax deductible. Veterans Helping Veterans USA. 352-433-2320. Thank you for your attention, and God bless America.
Are you wasting time boxing up packages and going to the post office or the UPS store? Are you tired of not knowing what you'll pay when you get there? Just Ship offers pickup service and flat rate packaging and postage rates, which takes the guesswork out of shipping while saving you time and money. So quit wasting valuable time and money. Call or text Just Ship at 352-234-3840. That's 352-234-3840. Just Shipped.
Good credits, bad credits. It's none of our business because we're not an auto dealer. We're not a bank. We're not your mother. We're OcalaForSale.com. Marion County's marketplace for cars, trucks, and SUVs. We've got thousands of sellers standing by to take your call. No middleman. But hurry, don't walk, don't run. Just sit down and log on to OcalaForSale.com. Prices and inventory change daily. Offer does not include dealer upcharge. Undercutting, rust proofing, factory surcharge, or delivery fee. See website for details.
You know what you want to do in retirement, but do you know how to get there? Tune in to Coasting into Retirement with Gary Marriage of Nature Coast Financial Advisors, Sunday mornings at 8 to get answers to your retirement planning questions. Plan today so you can do the things you've always dreamt about doing in retirement. Listen Sunday mornings at 8 to Coasting into Retirement with Gary Marriage of Nature Coast Financial Advisors.
Our firm offers insurance services.
Get it for less at the DIY Home Center outlet. Get top quality real wood cabinets the same or less than the big box stores are selling the cheap stuff. And that's not all. Drywall screws big box stores are $6.47 a pound. At DIY, only $4.99. Plus, DIY has the largest selection of mobile home parts and accessories anywhere. From carpet to doors, get the DIY supplies you need for less. The DIY Home Center outlet. We are your building material closeout store. 2191 Northwest 10th Street, just 2 miles east of I-75.
Hey there, Congresswoman Kat Kamak here, your conservative voice in our nation's capital. I'm so proud to be an advocate for the over 65,000 veterans here in North Central Florida. The new Ocala VA clinic is now open, providing important primary care and specialty services. If you're a veteran in the Ocala area, thank you for your service. Feel free to get in touch with our team by visiting us online at camac.house.gov. I'm Kat Kamak, and it is my honor to serve you.
This ad is paid for by official funds authorized by the U.S. House of Representatives.
While we may disagree a lot, we do agree Rural King's our favorite place for spring planting.
Yeah, but we've got to focus. Roses, a couple flats of impatiens, and a spade.
A shovel? I'm thinking tiller.
We do not need a tiller.
Wait, a mower. Those new zero turns are sweet.
Focus. Roses, mulch, shovel, impatiens.
Jeez, talk about impatient.
Can I help you?
Yeah, chainsaws.
Let's go.
I'm almost done mowing
You
this
are
section.
ridiculous.
Did you know that there's an Italian bakery and deli in Ocala? Yes, there is. Right now, they're busy making traditional Easter treats, Easter bread, ricotta pies, St. Joseph's cakes, and so much more. They make them fresh daily, just like your Nonna made. Mangia. The Italian bakery and deli is located on North Magnolia Avenue, just north of downtown. So call ahead and order early. 352-207-2667. Happy Easter and God bless.
Now you've done it. Have you lost your mind? He's back. And you're listening again. A legend in his own mind. Don't believe me? Just ask him. Here's Tom Schmitz live on WOCA. The Source.
Welcome back to Ocala Talk. Meeting, so that means that Commissioner Kathy Bryant joins us. Commissioner, good morning.
Good morning, Tom. How are you today?
Did you use your dolphin fins or anything to get in? Your frogman suit from the military? Because it looked like you had to swim in.
Yeah. No, I just used my jacket and I ran really fast.
Well, and now there's blue skies and sunshine.
I know.
You brought it with you.
It was pretty interesting. So when I left my previous appointment out at the Southeastern Livestock Pavilion, the skies had just opened up. The wind was blowing like crazy. I didn't even know if I was going to make it to my car. And by the time I got here,
sun's out.
It's beautiful. You can't even tell that we just had a storm come through.
Except for the flooded runway.
Correct. But that's, you know what, it's good news. The storms have come through. They're going to move through by 1 o'clock, I believe. There's an event going on tonight downtown at Citizen Circle.
There is an event going on?
There is an event, King of the Wing. And so,
I heard something about yeah, that's right. I'm going. That's what it was.
Yeah, you're going, aren't you? But so it's going to end up being a really nice evening for that.
Your friend Susan
Yes.
told me I'm going.
You're going.
She told me I'm going. So.
It's going to be fun.
We have tickets, and she told me we're going.
Well, and I'm hoping that, we'll
and
get
it's
some
trivia
people.
night for me. I go and win trivia every Thursday night, so it's a little difficult.
You win trivia every Thursday night?
It's like stealing on Thursday nights. I go play trivia, and I have a pretty good team of trivia guys, and it's like stealing.
Huh.
It's pretty good.
Pretty good.
Well, we got college professors on the team. Got radio talk show hosts that think they know everything on the team.
Well, now
young people that know movies and pop culture on the team.
With all due respect, you are a historian and historian. It's a historian.
It's a historian.
And you do know a lot
of useless information.
Yeah. You and my husband.
Yeah. You know, him and funny stories. I called him last week, and him and I had a conversation, and we talked for 30 minutes, and it was a perfect guy conversation because we talked about absolutely nothing. And it was a perfect conversation. Chad and I stayed on the phone for half an hour, talked about nothing, but it was very important to us at the moment.
It was very important. I'm just really glad that he has time to do that. I'm going to have a conversation
He
with
was
him now.
he was in between appointments, driving from one appointment to the other.
Okay.
I literally was sitting in the Staples parking lot waiting to go in to buy my new glasses because I broke my old ones, and he was on his way from one job meeting to the other. So he had time. He wasn't wasting time. He was working, or at least he said he was working.
He works a lot. I cannot say anything bad. He always gets up a couple of hours before me in the morning.
Uh-huh.
And so by the time I get up and come out there with my coffee, and when I say a couple of hours, he usually rolls out of bed like at 5 a.m. I'll just admit it to everybody. I am not a 5 a.m. girl. Never have been. It's just not in my
Susan rolls out at 4:30.
Nope.
I roll out at 5:20, 5:30, 5:45. I'm not. She's an hour and a half ahead of me every morning.
Well, I come out usually about 6:30.
Yeah.
And I'll sit
Yeah,
and
but
I'll
you don't
make
have to
my
be. You
coffee.
don't have to be where you need to be until 8 or 8:30.
Yeah, well, anyway, things
Yeah.
people don't need to know. But
Right.
anyway, I will come out and I have my coffee. Well, this morning I came out and I made my coffee and I sat down and I'm looking at my emails. I'm reading the paper. I'm,
Reading the tell me you're reading Ocala.com. You're not actually got the paper in your hand.
I have it digitally.
Right, okay,
and
like
so,
I do,
But it's
right.
like the paper.
It
you
is.
just flip through it digitally, and I read it every morning. And I was in the middle of reading an article, and he's just chatting away. And I looked at him and I said, "Are you talking to me?" And he goes, "Yeah." And I'm like, "You know the rule. No talking to me for 30 minutes." Just kidding. It's not a rule, but I'm like, I'm reading an article right now, babe. I'm not hearing a word you're saying.
Yeah. Well, I read an article that showed me that not all is county commission trying to make sure that developers win and neighbors around developments lose, because you have a 6-week moratorium now on the development next to Palm K. And I like that it's because the commissioner said we recognize that there are some issues between the developer and the residents that live around the development, and they need to get together and hash out these issues, because one of the issues is the Palm K residents, they maintain the road.
Correct.
And you said, the commissioner said, look, we're not on the side of the developer here or the residents that live there already. You two have some differences you need to work out, and you're not ready yet to come to us with this. Figure that out first and then come back. And that showed me it's not always about letting the developer win, and it's not always about letting the people who live around the development win. Sometimes they have to come together for the betterment of our community.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And when we review these cases, it's not about anybody winning. There are very stringent guidelines that we have to follow when either approving or not approving something that's brought before us. And, in a lot of the stuff that we've done lately, our hands are tied a little bit, because if a piece of property has land use and zoning, it has what's called entitlements. And we can't take those away from a property owner.
Right. The property owner is entitled to develop that. If they meet the requirements, they're entitled to have the right to develop it within those requirements.
Correct. And we had a case come before us several weeks ago where the property had land use and it had zoning. The developer came in with a PUD, and a lot of people don't understand that sometimes PUD is not always bad. What that allowed us to do was to be able to set some buffers between the incoming development and the existing development. Also require that they have an amenity center for their people that are going to live within their development. If it hadn't come before us with a PUD, they actually were entitled to more units. They could have gone in and just done that and not had any buffers, not had any amenities center. So there are certain guidelines that we have to follow, And, zoning is really, it's probably one of the hardest things that your county commission does, and understanding it is extremely important. That there's a development that we said no to that didn't have entitlements. It wasn't within the urban growth boundary, and we've been in a lawsuit with them ever since 2016. And, we feel very confident. We felt very confident when we turned that down, that should they come back with a lawsuit,
you were in good standing.
We would prevail. And the thing about a lawsuit that everyone has to remember is if we make the wrong decision and we are sued, the citizens of this county are going to be the ones that are going to pay for it.
Doesn't come out of Kathy Bryant. Some of it comes out of Kathy Bryant's pocket because you're a citizen too.
I'm a citizen and a property owner. So,
but it doesn't come out of just the 5 commissioners' pocket.
Correct. And so, the decisions that we make are very thoughtfully done. And
how important then does that make the county staff that you have that does the legwork and does the investigation and then presents it to you guys so y'all can then read over it and come to an understanding? How important does that make what they do on a day-to-day basis?
It's of the utmost importance. And
sometimes I think that gets lost, what Monier and his staff do and how vitally important what they do is.
Yeah, our growth services department is just inundated right now. And we are so inundated with applications for different things coming before us that we've doubled the times of our meetings. And our meetings are going later and later and later. We used to be done with our zoning by about 5 or 6 in the afternoon. And now granted, when you start the business meeting in the morning and then you go through, by about 5 or 6 mentally, you're done. So you have to really be focused. They're going later and later. This last week, we were there until almost 8:30 that evening, which...
Two meetings ago, you were there till almost 10 o'clock at night.
Yeah, and before Christmas, it was 11:30. My husband actually came looking for me that night because he got worried about me.
Is a lot of this zoning stuff, though, brought on because there was such a long period of a no building moratorium where from during the economic downturn and then for quite a while after it, the construction industry, the development part of it, the home part of it, didn't really kick back into action. Is that why there's a lot of this happening now? Because now we're in such a backlog for need of housing and all that we got to get it done? Or there's a feeling we got to get it done?
So the numbers that I was given recently was we are consistently about 3,000 units behind each year for housing. And there's a lot of different components within our housing component that have to be looked at. And so, there's affordable housing, there's workforce housing, there's all kinds of other housing elements out there. And so, yeah, a lot of it, they are trying to catch up.
I don't know why they're calling this early.
Who is it?
It's the folks from Blockers Furniture.
Oh, don't they have a...
They do. They'll be on with us very soon. So, but because I know you got a short time because you got a meeting at 11, give us some highlights. We're going to blow through the news break here. Give us some highlights that you want to talk about because we need to come up to date. And by the way, congratulations to a very successful Marion County Day.
Thank you. It was really a lot of fun, and we got to see a lot of people. All of our county departments were highlighted, and it really was a great day. 178th, 177th,
178th.
78th. Thank you. It's been a long morning already, and it was a long day yesterday and a long day Tuesday. So it was our 178th anniversary for Marion County, and we really did have a great turnout. I think one of the things that I really want to talk about today, which we just did a press release for this, if you haven't heard, Marion County is going to get a new location for animal services.
I had heard something about that.
Yes. Yes. So at a workshop almost 2 weeks ago, the board discussed it, and we know that our facility over by the baseline landfill is antiquated. It's been there since the late 80s, early 90s. And we know that
it's too small, Kathy. That's really what it is.
It's too small, and it's it's things have changed a lot
Yeah.
in 3 decades in how you handle animals, and we've changed how
It's a no-kill shelter now.
operate. Yes, so we're really excited. We held our capital improvement project workshop on March the 21st, and we discussed lots of operational needs for the Animal Services Department, including urgent needs such as equipment and updated kennels. And we also talked about long-term, and we talked about lots of different options. And at the end of that discussion, we decided to look at 2 new locations, possible locations. One of them will be it for a new animal services facility. We will also move our farm animal portion of that
Right.
off of Shocker Park, and it will now be within a quarter of a mile of the facility,
Well,
which will make operations so much more smoother.
Just come by the Seiler farmland that's right behind my house, turn it into animal services, and Susan and I can then volunteer.
I'm not sure the Silers want to sell their farmland.
Well,
They're
the red,
pretty vested
I don't
there.
want the Red Barn to be sold. It's a nice place.
It's a very
nice,
nice place. Yes, yes. So I'm really excited about that. We'll be able to have more green space for our animals that we do house to be able to get out and exercise. And as I said, there have been a lot of technology changes that have come.
New
to
operating
fruition.
rooms can be built and everything to be more efficient. So I know you're up against the clock because you got to get back because you got an appointment at 11 o'clock all the way back at the McPherson. So one more. You want to touch on one more thing?
Sure. Let's talk about one more happy thing. So April is Water Conservation Month.
Well, we just had plenty of it fall.
Yeah. We do have our Run for the Springs, and so we are encouraging people to register teams now. This will be a family-friendly 5K event. It will be Saturday, April 30th, 2022, and it will start at 7 a.m. at the Baseline Road Trailhead, which is 4255 Southeast 58th Avenue, Ocala, Florida. And this is the first year that we're hosting it at this location. But it's, we do this every year in the spirit of Water Conservation Month, and just to encourage people to come out and to be able to educate them more on water conservation and all the other different things
Sounds
that
tiring.
make our springs healthy. You should come out.
Sounds tiring.
You can come walk with me.
I may do that. All you're going to do is call my wife, and she's going to say, we're doing it.
There you go.
Commissioner Kathy Bryant, thanks so much. I know it's abbreviated, but with the storm and everything, we appreciate you making the trek over here.
I appreciate you. Thank you, Tom.
We're going to take a break. We'll come back. The guys from Blockers Furniture on the phones. Can't wait to hear from them this week. We'll do that next right here on Ocala Talks.
Hello, I'm Mark Sears with Regency Printing. With over 10 years in the printing business, I know you'll find Regency Printing the place for all your local printing needs. Plus, I have fax services, mailbox rentals, notary service, U.S. mail, pack and ship, all at one convenient location, 2375 Northeast 25th Avenue. Just look for the yellow signs. Regency Printing, 789-6683. That's 789-6683. Regency Printing.
As spring rolls in, the deals just get better this week at Bob Wine's Camellia Gardens in Ocala. They're rolling out a brand new list of savings no matter where you look all over this fabulous 5-acre garden. Bob has a truly marvelous selection of spring annuals you can mix or match for less than $2 each. You get a huge flat of 18 for just $35.99. You're looking for bulbs? Bob has jumbo caladiums for just $2.99 when you buy 10 or more. There's a truckload sale on fruit. You can get 2 nice blueberries for just $14. And can you believe it? A BOGO on African iris. Yes, gorgeous African iris, regularly $9.99, but you buy one, get one free while supplies last. It's tree planting time. That means you buy one and get one at half price at Bob Wine's Camellia Gardens on Southeast 38th Street in Ocala. They're open daily till 4, Saturdays till 3, in the same blooming place since 1952.
Dad's service to our country is something we're so proud of. He made a difference and set a great example. Now it's our turn to honor the sacrifices he made for our family and this country. As veteran specialists, Hires Baxley Funeral Service helps us celebrate Dad's life and can help you too. Hires Baxley is here for you during your time of need or when planning for the future. For more information, call 352-484-0891 or visit hiresbaxley.com/ choice.
You're getting ready to move and you work hard. That's why you call Two Men in a Truck, 352-289-0666. You need pros. Trained professional moving experts to do the heavy lifting for you. That's why you call Two Men in a Truck, 352-289-0666. They care about your things as much as you do, and they do it fast and right. That's why you call Two Men in a Truck, 352-289-0666. Visit twomeninatruck.com.